Are you serious? Are you serious? Hurricane Gilma headed toward Hawaii, strengthening every few minutes. And just ahead of it is another tropical depression that's already got a name called Hector, which will probably become a tropical storm Hector soon. And Gilma is about ready to their 1-2 punch headed to Hawaii. Let me tell you all about this in just a second. But first, let's look, guys. Let's put a shout out for don'twastepower.com. That's don'twastepower.com. Seriously, look, you can get this little gadget right here, and just click on the link below this video, don'twastepower.com. Recent reports reveal that the United States electricity bills have set a 10-year record high this summer. It's all because the power companies want to fill their shareholders' pockets with more of your money. That's why you can help lower your energy bills, cut down on that cost a little bit with the help of this awesome little device. Absolutely love this thing. It's cost savings it will give you. Thanks to it, it will help you cut down those electricity costs. Here's how: because you plug it in and it levels out the current flow that's flowing through your house. It, instead of that herky jerky like that, it levels it. Okay, it smooths it out, which that means uses lower or less electricity. Now, you can't change the fact that these electricity companies have hiked up the prices per watt, but at least you can lower the wattage and get some relief. Just go to don'twastepower.com. Click on the link below, don'twastepower.com. Okay. And you can save 66% off if you click on that link and order this thing. Plus, they got free express shipping. You guys going to need to do this. That's don'twastepower.com. Okay. So here's what's going on. We're dealing with really, we're just dealing with so many insane things. But with the weather, okay, we're all watching what's going on in the Atlantic Ocean, of course, that threatens Florida, the entire East Coast. We just got through this Ernesto thing that has caused some damage, especially North Carolina, and going to cause more. It's already causing damage right now in Ireland, causing damage up in northern Canada. But we really dodged a bullet. It did more damage in Puerto Rico and the Bahamas and Bermuda. But now we have over in the Pacific side, we have two storms. One is a hurricane right now, Hurricane Gilma, headed for Hawaii and getting bigger by the minute. And another one called Hector, who's in front of Gilma. It's not a hurricane yet, but is forming, intensifying quickly. I look for it to be a tropical storm before the day is over and maybe a hurricane by tomorrow. And these two storms could, if Gilma overtakes it, could become a monster. Now, the winds are churning to the south and east of the big island of Hawaii already, with strengthening projected as they move into the central Pacific near the state of Hawaii. A tropical storm behind that system revved up to hurricane status overnight, and there's another area of rough weather off the southwestern coast of Mexico that could get some energy behind it. That would be 3 in a row. The Central Pacific Hurricane Center Tropical Weather Outlook, and this is from the Maui News. They're saying this morning they reported that showers and thunderstorms associated with this well-defined area of low pressure located well southeast of Hawaii continues to become better organized. If these trends continue, a tropical depression or tropical storm is likely to develop later today, which would be called Hector, while it moves generally westward at about 10 to 15 miles an hour toward Hawaii, according to a Hurricane Center report. A weaker disturbance located just to the southwest is expected to merge with Hector, making that a tropical storm or a full-blown cyclone. There's a 90% chance that this storm called Hector will develop into a tropical system within the next 2 days. But meanwhile, Gilma is behind it, headed toward Hawaii as well. The storm is then expected, Hector is expected to become more powerful, move into the central Pacific tonight or early tomorrow morning on a trek near the islands late this weekend or early next week. The Hurricane Center said while it remains too early to tell where and how bad any potential impact from this possible tropical storm cyclone could be, now is the time to keep a close eye on the developments. There is a possibility, folks, for strong winds and heavy rain in Hawaii. However, confidence in any potential impact is still low right now, as the Central Pacific Hurricane Center is talking about it. Confidence will remain low at least until this tropical cyclone develops, which it looks like it will. At some point, we will know the starting point for a hurricane. So in other words, we have a tropical storm, Hector, that's forming. It's going to become a tropical storm. It's right now a disturbance. It's almost there. It's organizing. It's going to become a tropical storm. I believe it's probably going to become a hurricane. Behind it is already a hurricane, Gilma. And Gilma is going to become a Cat 3 by the time it gets to in range of Hawaii. And the other question is, does Gilma catch up with Hector? And do they form into this mega monster that could then be a serious problem for the state of Hawaii? And then there's a third storm behind that. We don't know what that thing's going to do. But right now, let's just focus. That third storm is behind Gilma. It just came off the coast of Mexico. And it's 1, 2, 3. It looks like Gilma's already a hurricane in the middle. In front of Gilma is Hector that's forming and going to be a hurricane, or going to be a tropical storm, and then probably a hurricane in the next couple days. And behind Gilma is another tropical depression that is in the process of forming. So what I'm looking at here is that there's the possibility of a 1, 2, 3 punch headed in the direction of Hawaii. They're all on the same path, the same trek. Of course, currents could change over the next few days, shifting things around, okay, which would really be very helpful if it would, and maybe disperse these storms in different directions. But that's way too early to predict that. You can just see them 1, 2, 3 headed in the same direction of Hawaii. And we're going to have to just keep a close eye on this, and we're going to have to pray for the people of Hawaii. They don't need a 1, 2, 3 punch. There's more than one island in Hawaii, but these storms could vary in their locations as they come, or they could veer away. And that's what we want to pray for, is that they do veer away. This is the Salvation Station, staying up to speed on everything going on. As the Bible says, the sea and the waves will be roaring. The earth can shake, the sky come down, the mountains all fall to the ground. But I will fear none of those things. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Dark waters rise, the thunder pounds, the wheels of war are going round, and all the walls are crumbling. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your The tempest roars, but in that storm, my spirit sings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Are you serious? Psalms 91. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, and I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Unbelievable, guys. We're living in the last days. The last days. Pray for Hawaii. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Psalms 91. Psalms 91. Oh, yes. So it's we need that. That's why we pray Psalms 91 to protect us from all the different storms that have been affecting America. And we're still not out of the woods at all. Florida, all the East Coast. Of course, something could happen again. A storm could get into the Gulf of Mexico, and you know what kind of damage that does, especially to Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and on up. So there's just so much going on, and but the waters are very warm. And because the waters are warm, there is the potential for more devastation. So truly be praying for right now the state of Hawaii, because, man, we know for sure Hurricane Wilma is on the way toward Hawaii right now. But in front of Wilma is a tropical depression that will become Tropical Storm Hector, if not Hurricane Hector. So, and then behind Wilma, coming off the coast, and it really did. It just came right off the coast of Mexico. Gilma, not Wilma. Did I say Wilma? Gilma. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Gilma. And then behind Gilma is another storm coming off the coast of Mexico. Thank you, Heidi, for keeping me on track here on that. Gilma, yeah, which is a strange name, isn't it? Gilma. So, guys, I'll be back. I'm going to keep you up to speed with everything going on. There's also a meltdown going on in the economy. And I'm going to tell you about that. I'll be back in a few minutes with that information. I'll be back in about a half hour. God bless all of you. Keep praying. And yes, I will be on tonight with Melvin Whittington on getting ready. So, and I'll be on Ground Zero tonight from 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific, which means that's 11 to 1 a.m. I'll be on from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. tonight if you're in the Eastern time zone. Okay. So on Ground Zero, and here's what we're going to be talking about. We're talking about a lot of things, but we're going to be talking about that the Shroud of Turin. They did an AI imaging off the Shroud of Turin. What looks like an incredible possibility of what Jesus Christ may have looked like from the AI pulling from off the images off the Shroud of Turin. It's an extraordinary, and we're going to be talking about that and a whole lot more, of course. So don't miss that tonight. So I'll be back, guys, in about a half hour with the economy meltdown. Are you serious?